All right, Trent. So I'm looking at my calendar right now. Are you available? Does Tuesday or Wednesday work better for you?
I am available. Probably Wednesday would probably be better. Just depends on the time.
Yeah. Well, let me look at this here. So are you better morning or afternoon? What works better?
Late morning is pretty good.
Okay.
But
So
probably only got 30, 40 minutes. So hopefully we can cover that.
no, that should be perfect. And I'm thinking, does 11 o'clock work?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'll get that set up, and what's a good email? I'll shoot over the invite right now for you.
It's Trent at abccompany.com.
Okay. Trent at abccompany.com. Perfect. So I just shot that over. You should see it hit your inbox here in a few minutes. And just to give you a heads up too, typically we do like Microsoft Teams meetings. I'm sure you're familiar with those, correct?
Is it like Zoom?
Yeah, super similar. There'll be a link where you're able to just jump on, and you don't even need to download Microsoft Teams. It'll pull you right into the meeting.
Beautiful. That works.
Awesome. Awesome. And even just to play it forward for you, Trent, I know we're going to catch up next week, but I like to just, have full transparency, and anybody that I'm working with. Next week, the agenda is really just to ask a few questions about your guys' company, tell you a little bit about us, who we are and kind of how we fit into, the puzzle here with UPS. From there, normally we try to find a few operational efficiencies that we can help you out with, and then we start to put together what we call is a cost analysis and proposal, and really that's the meat and potatoes of everything. We're able to dissect your guys' invoices, put together pricing, just make sure everything is on the up and up for you guys. So I can start even getting that prepared as well. Normally we work off the last, call it, 2 to 4 weeks of invoices. So
Okay.
Is that something you could snag and shoot over to me? Would that be okay?
Yeah, I can try to do that. I'll try to get with AP on that.
Okay.
And do that.
And that's super important. I like to say it's cliche, but it's really the answers to the test. So outside of really just putting together pricing, I know you've probably done it before where, you hand over the invoices and they're trying to just find the percentage savings. We also like to dig into and just see if there's any injustices, whether, FedEx has increased your guys' additional handling fees, which is one that's coming down the pike here that I'll explain next week. But if there's any areas where maybe, there's the ability to switch like an express service to ground, and just really make sure you guys are tightened up on that point. So
Okay.
it's important. I'd love to start working on it. So if I don't see that call, say by Friday, is it okay if I just give you a shout and make sure to get that over before the end of the week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, awesome. And then really outside of that, like I said, next week we'll be talking through the business. The following week we'll put together the numbers, run through those, and then typically, it's almost 3 weeks out before we really break bread and start working together. So does that timeline fit for you?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not in
Awesome.
a rush.
No, that's great. And then last question here, I'll let you get going, but I know you guys have been with FedEx for, a good while now. And I just really want to throw it out there. If we're able to, solve some of these problems that you guys are having with FedEx, on top of providing, we try to aim for like 8 to 10% cost savings. Is there any reason you guys wouldn't be open to switching from FedEx to UPS?
I don't see why not. As long as it's easy for everybody on my team to use, and there's no hiccups. In the past, I think there were some pickup problems with UPS. So as long as I don't hear about it, if you don't hear about it, that's probably a good sign, right?
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that before. And trust me, I understand where you're coming from. I think in transportation, sometimes the hardest part is change. So rest easy. I'll introduce you to a few of my team members. Nolani, she's actually our account manager.
Oh.
But what we really try to do is just surround you guys with a few people that are really going to help make this process smooth. But I do want to throw out there, typically the first couple weeks, there are going to be a few wrinkles that we have to iron out. It's
Sure.
transportation, it's
Sure.
human-based industry. So just be communicative with us and we'll make sure to work through those. But once we get a few weeks under our belts, it flows pretty easily for you. But big thing, communication. Just let us know where and when we can help you.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. That makes sense.
Awesome. And outside of that, I've covered everything that I've got on my set. Any last questions from you?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, awesome. And as things come up, feel free to shoot me a text or write them down and ask me next week. But I appreciate your time, Trent. I look forward to the opportunity. We'll make sure to put our best foot forward and look forward to meeting with you next week.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Thanks, Trent.
Thanks.